Database name global edutech, right? Okay, all right. For this example, so there is a table. You want to this table, I can provide scripts for you. Okay, for the practice purpose, what you can do is, so my requirement is, so as you know in this table, so student employee info that I will record the class. Okay, already started. Okay. So in this statement, select star from information schema columns where column name like employee. So what it will be written, it will check whatever the database Adventure Work 2019. So it's a free databases. So we can get it from we can get it from uh, website like in the web. So we can download that website, that backup file. We can restore that backup. So for tomorrow class, anyway, that is not required as part of the requirement. So as of now, so I am going to, there is a table employee info. Okay, which is the database? This is the database name. So Global EduTech IT is a database name, and we have to provide the schema name. Schema is by default a database owner, DBO. By default, the schema is DBO. Followed by, we have to give the employee name. Why we are giving a Global EduTech IT? So we are in which database right now? Which database? Adventure Work 2019. So if you want to, if you execute this one, so student, so in this database, if you execute, that means employee info, it is looking which database? Adventure Work database. If you check here, if invalid object name. So this object means this table is not exist in this database, Adventure Work database. So in order to that, so this table is there. Which database? Global EduTech IT. There is employee info table is there. So before that, even you are in Adventure Work database currently, but you want to access from other database, you have to mention the database name. అర్థమైంది కదా, మనకు డేటాబేస్ నేమ్ మెన్షన్ చేసి అక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకోవచ్చు మన అడ్వెంచర్ వర్క్ డేటాబేస్ లో ఉన్న. ఓకే, సో జస్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్. సో now data is populating. So I want to filter the data where the first name starting with yes. So let me check first name. This is the first name. Okay, this is the first name. So yes, it is there. This regard is matching. So 10, this entire row it will. This regard data is starting with yes or no? No, right? So Nina starting with N. So this is not comes as part of the our requirement. Thus, where the first name starting with yes only we can consider. Okay, let me check this regard. So check any yes. Here also is there. Shelly, Seagull. Okay, okay. These are the names. So we want to, wherever the starting with yes, we want to here also Stephen. Okay. So requirement. So clear, Mohan? So first of all, can you please help me? Your battery is running low. All right. Okay. First of all, you want to filter out the data. First of all, I want to filter out the first name equal to Jason. So I want to filter out as part of the example the where first name equal to Jason. So which condition we have to use? Please unmute and answer it. We have covered for yesterday this one. Is anyone?
Updater.
Update. My requirement is I want to filter out the data where first name equal to Jason. Yeah, update is nothing but right. Anyone? Filter out. Filter means which condition we have to use. సో ఇన్ ద అబౌవ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో నేను ఎంప్లాయీ కావాలని ఫిల్టర్ చేశాను మొత్తం టేబుల్స్ లో. అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ సి హియర్ ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టేబుల్స్. సో వేర్ column name, where is the column name? Here I am looking for where the starting with employee name, employee. So see here, if you give employee column name, so employee, it is there, it is coming as. So similarly, I want to filter out the where the student name equal to Jason or David. Please, what is the filter condition we want to use? We want to filter out this record. Okay, leave it for that. I want to filter out the employee ID where employee ID equal to 105. What is the condition we have to write here?
Where condition, sir?
Excellent. So where is a condition? To filter any record, to filter, my requirement is I want to filter out employee ID equal to 105. So here out of total 109 rows is there. Out of 109, we want to filter out only employee ID equal to 105. That means one record. Out of 109, we want to filter out one record. That is called as employee ID equal to 105. So where is the filter condition? So here, where is the filter condition? And we have to give employee ID. So what is our requirement? Employee ID. So employee ID equal to 105. Okay. If you give here, it will check this condition. It will check every row. So this employee ID first it will check 100. So this record is not match. So it will ignore it. So again it will check 105. Sorry, 101. It not match. Like that, it will check internally. Finally, if the value is matching, so whatever the record, it will display only matched row. Clear? So similarly, what is earlier asked, what is the first name? Simple. First name, I asked David. Instead of this, I asked for David. So simple, it will give that record. So how many Davids are there? First name. So 105 and 151 and 165. So we have three records. The first name starting with David, last name starting with Austin. Like that. David Lee. So first names definitely it will match, right? Some of the peoples. Okay. Even in the same class, the same name belongs to more than one also sometimes. There is only surname will change sometimes. Yeah. So now my requirement is I want to starting with first name. So let's see. I want to starting with first name, only first name. Yes. Okay. So you want to, for that, we have to use like operator. Like operator, it will search the data. So what the value it will starting with? Yes. So like operator, we have to give first name like. So here, so yes, after that, any word is there. Fine. So for that, we can give percentage, percentage. So it will get the data. So it will consider the first name, whatever the first name is starting with yes. After that, anything it is fine. Anything means we have to give percentage. So let's execute it. See, it will starting with first name. So how many names are there? So almost all 13 rows are there. Okay. See here, Steven, Sally, Seagal, Shanta, Steven, Stephen, Sharath, Sundar, like that. So now my requirement is the last name ending with A. Last name ending with A, but first name, first of the character, anything is fine. Can you please help me now? Please, it's need interaction so that anyone, so that you can get knowledge. Otherwise, bit difficult. So what is the first criteria? Last name. Your last name ending with A. This is the requirement. Please help me. I want to modify this SQL statement. Anyone, offline or online, please. Please unmute and answer it. Leela, Mohan, any thoughts on that?
No, sir, no. అర్థమైంది.
అర్థమైంది. నాకు కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటంటే నాకు లాస్ట్ నేమ్ లో ఎండింగ్ విత్ ఏ ఉన్న వాటిని ఎంప్లాయీస్ ని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. మై రిక్వైర్మెంట్. సో లాస్ట్ నేమ్ ఎండింగ్ విత్ ఏ ఉండాలి.
సో వేర్ కండిషన్ యూజ్ చేసి లాస్ట్ నేమ్ లైక్ ఏ అని పెడితే వస్తుంది, ఏ పర్సెంటేజ్ అని పెడితే.
లాస్ట్ నేమ్ వెరీ గుడ్. అండర్స్కోర్ నేమ్ లైక్ ఎండ్ లో
ఏ మన రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏ కాబట్టి.
Excellent. So that's what I'm expecting you guys. Okay. It answer it will fill it. Yeah, the answer it will give. See here, last name lo ending with A. Okay, now
పర్సెంటేజ్ అనేది ముందు పెట్టి నేను పెట్టిన వస్తుందా సార్ రిజల్ట్?
పర్సెంటైల్ ముందు పెట్టారనుకోండి, స్టార్టింగ్ విత్ ఎనీథింగ్ బట్ ఎండింగ్ విత్ ఏ ఓన్లీ లాస్ట్ లెటర్. ఆర్ నువ్వు లాస్ట్ లెటర్ నువ్వు డిఏతో చెక్ చేస్తున్నావు, ఓన్లీ డిఏ. సో లాస్ట్ మనం ఎన్ని లెటర్స్ నుంచి చేస్తే it should be the last two letters. So it will check. See here, it will check how many records it will there now. Earlier 4 records is there. Now it will check the last two letters should be DA only. Okay. If you give last 3 letters should be NDA. Okay. Then it will filter out again one record. See, the last 3 letters. Understood? So percentile. Okay. Before starting anything is fine, but I should end with that string end with NDA. The last name end with NDA. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, but I am looking for whatever the string is there. I want to search within the string. I want either starting or ending, in between, in middle also. So anything. I want to get a last name as A. So see here 2 examples. Earlier, this example ending with first example is starting. This is in between. So in between any A is there. So within the string name lo last name lo manaki A ekkada unna I want to display it. Okay. So for that we can use this statement. Select star from employee name where last name like A. If you see here last name, check this column, A is there or not. In between, that's the reason percentile starting and percentile ending. In between any A value is there, it will consider as part of the requirement. Here also you can check it. A is there. It is matching. Here also Austin. A is there in the starting. Okay. Here also A is there. Here also is there. So like is a operator. So mainly you want to search some similar kind of data. Okay. Clear? Okay. So now my requirement is I want to show the salary by department wise. Total salary by department wise. So first of all, so what are the columns is required here as part of the requirement? So star indicates all the columns. Okay, star indicates all the columns. If you remove the star and keep all the columns like employee ID, let's say employee ID, first name, email, let's say email, and salary and department ID. How many columns are there total? 3, 6, 9, 10 columns are there. So total 10 columns are there. Out of 10, I want to, in the select statement, I want to specific columns. Out of 5, out of 10, I want to specific 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So star indicates it will retrieve all the columns. So you want to mention I don't want to all the columns, but I want to only this info from that table. So in that case, you have to mention specific format. And also you want to there is a software. So pure SQL. There is called as pure SQL. If you go for pure SQL, so if you give this statement, it will give format and give to you. So how they written is so employee ID, so first name, last name. So what we have written is this is not look and feel. If you give this one, it is look and feel is there. Okay. So pure SQL is a it will convert right format. Okay. In real time we have to write like this one, this type of. Then only easily understand what are the columns. Select employee ID, first name, email, salary, department. Okay, it will convert it. So it will do the unformat to format. So now my requirement is, so for example, first we'll take, I want to filter out the data where department ID equal to 90. Please help me that. Where department ID equal to 90. How to write that for it? ఇక్కడ మనకు 90 డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉంది 60 డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉంది 100 డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉంది నాకు ఓన్లీ 90 డిపార్ట్మెంట్ డేటా మాత్రమే కావాలి వేర్ వెరీ గుడ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఐడి ఈక్వల్ టు 90 రైట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఓన్లీ మనం ఓన్లీ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ వాల్యూ లుకింగ్ చేస్తాం ఎగ్జాక్ట్ వాల్యూ మీన్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు అవ్వాలి so 90. So now my requirement is I need only two columns, salary and department. Out of this, I want to only two columns is required, salary and department. I don't want to display in the select statement employee ID, first name, email. What I can do? I want to this columns only. I don't want to this columns. You want to remove? Remove. Okay. Salary and department. So we have removed. So 90. See, I have 3 rows, but my requirement is I want to show out of 3 rows, I want to showcase sum of salary for the department ID 90. So what we can do is in SQL, so if you go for calculator, so what we can do is what we are doing is here. So 24,000 plus, yeah, 24,000. Okay. Yes, 24,000 plus, right? What is the another value? 17,000 plus 16,000. What is the value? 57,000. So now my output is 57,000 as salary, department ID is 19. I want to show. What operation is done? What operation? Plus is what operation? Sum. Is a sum, right? So now we can do that, right? Sum. Sum of which? Sum of salary. Okay. Salary. See what is happening here. Sum of salary. It will throw error as of now. So column. So because they contain aggregated function. So whenever do any aggregated function. So aggregated function here sum, min, max, divide, average. So not divide, average. So these are min, max, average. These are the aggregation functions. Okay. So wherever the aggregation function used for the non-aggregative. So we are doing here, we are doing some group. So department ID is a non-aggregative function. So because we did not apply any aggregation function on for this column. So for that, in this case, we have to use group by. So group by condition we have to use. So group by non-aggregative column. Here non-aggregative column, which one? Department ID is a non-aggregative column. Sum. సో మనం ఏదైనా ఒక అగ్రిగేటివ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే సమ్ కానీ ఆ కాలానికి సమ్ కానీ మిన్ కానీ మ్యాక్స్ కానీ యావరేజ్ కానీ వాడితే వాటిని అగ్రిగేటివ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలమ్స్ అంటారు. సో నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలమ్స్ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ మనకు ఏం అప్లై చేయలేదు. సో నార్మల్ కాలం. సో ఇప్పుడు నార్మల్ కాలం వచ్చేసి నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ అవుతుంది. సో అప్పుడు అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలమ్స్ ఇక్కడ గ్రూప్ బైలో ఇవ్వకూడదు. ఓకే, నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలమ్స్ మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలి. నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలం ఏంటింది ఇక్కడ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఐడి ఇచ్చాం. సో now it will give that one. So 57,000, that is our requirement. So but here, see here, no column name. So whenever do aggregate columns, the column name is blank. So for that we have to give alias name as how to give alias name as salary. So now we can give total salary. So anything we can find, it will accept any name. గ్రూప్ బైకి అవసరం లేదు, దీనికి అవసరం లేదు. సో మనం గ్రూప్ చేసాం కదా. సో ఐ టోల్డ్ రైట్, వెనీ అగ్రిగేటివ్ అండ్ నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇది అగ్రిగేటివ్ ఫంక్షన్, అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలము, ఇది నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలం, ఇట్లా ఉన్నప్పుడు సో గ్రూప్ బై ఇస్ మ్యాండేటరీ ఫర్ ద నాన్ అగ్రిగేటెడ్ కాలం డిపార్ట్మెంట్. నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలమ్స్ మాత్రమే చేయాలి. ఓకే, సో మనం ఏంటంటే ఒక సిఎస్సి బ్రాంచ్ ఉంటుంది, అది వచ్చేసి సిఎస్సి బ్రాంచ్ లో టోటల్ శాలరీస్ కావాలనుకోండి, లైక్ డిపార్ట్మెంటే అనుకోండి, ఇది 90 సిఎస్సి బ్రాంచ్. సిఎస్సి బ్రాంచ్ ని మనం చేయదు కదా, ఎంప్లాయీ శాలరీస్ ని సమ్ చేస్తాం దానికి, అప్పుడు ఇది అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలం అయితే ఇది నాన్ అగ్రిగేటివ్ కాలం. సో నౌ see here, so we can give as total salary, this one also once we can give that way, and also you can directly write total salary, this one also accept, as is not is a optional, and also you can write you want to give space in between, so it will fail. You want to, but I want to give total salary as a alias name. So what you can do is this is second option. So we'll go for third option. I want to give total salary, this one. So for that you can give single quote. Okay. So single quote, it will accept and give the total salary. Okay. And also we can write another approach is total salary parenthesis open bracket close bracket. So this one also accept. So this we can do multiple ways. Okay. So now my requirement is I don't want to the filter where department ID is 90. I want to filter out all the departments. So just remove this filter condition. Now we can see all the department total salaries. See 0 department 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So earlier 90 ఓన్లీ మనకి ఎందుకు వచ్చేది ఇంతకుముందు ఫిల్టర్ చేసినాం కాబట్టి వచ్చింది. ఐ రిమూవ్ ద ఫిల్టర్ కండిషన్. Now it will calculate each department wise total sum. Okay. సో ఇక్కడ మీరు చూస్తే టోటల్ సాలరీ నాకు ఆర్డర్ లేదు, అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ కానీ డిసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ కానీ లేదు. సో దానికోసం మనము వన్ మోర్ కాస్ట్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం. సో యూ వాంట్ టు సార్టింగ్ దట్ టోటల్ సాలరీ. ఓకే. సో ఫర్ దట్ ఆర్డర్ బై. So order by. So order by we have to write order by 1. So if you give 1 means for the first column. Okay. Okay. Order by 1 first column. That means so it will give order. So orders మనకు వచ్చేసి జనరల్ గా టూ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్డర్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఒకటి వచ్చేసి అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్, డిసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్. సో అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ద లోయెస్ట్ వాల్యూ టు హైయెస్ట్ వాల్యూ. Descending order means highest to lowest. So this is by default. Default is if you give order by, if you do not mention, it will take ascending order only. Means ascending order only means lowest to highest. See here, lowest to highest. If you, but I don't want to give lowest to highest. I want to give descending order. So you can give as descending order, DES. Descending order. So then it will give descending order, DESC. Okay. So it will give descending order. See here, now descending order means highest to lowest. I have one more requirement. My requirement is I don't want to filter out the department where the department total salary greater than 50,000. So how many records eligible for greater than 50,000? Mohan, how many records are there? The total salary greater than 50,000.
4, sir.
4,
So,
sir.
very good. So now I want to apply this condition. So as you know, so what are the filter conditions? Filter conditions in SQL as of now only where class. There is a new one coming in the picture. That is called as having class. Having. Okay. So having class always. So where class we can directly after from the table we can filter out. So having class, whatever the group data we have grouped, right? The sum of salary. Wherever having class, it will only aggregative value. మనం అగ్రిగేట్ చేసిన దానిపైనే ఫిల్టర్ అవుట్ అవుతుంది. మనం ఏం అగ్రిగేట్ చేసాము? సమ్ ఆఫ్ సాలరీ. దిస్ ఇస్ అగ్రిగేట్ ఫంక్షన్. సో having is a one more filter condition. This can use after group by condition. So having, what is the condition? Total salary. So don't give alias name. If you give alias name, it will fail. So sum of salary What is the condition? Greater than 50,000. Okay. So now 4 records. So having is a one more filter condition. So where clause condition, it will is before group by, having condition after group. So wherever having condition is there. So it is only for aggregative columns ke manam cheyachu. Okay. Having clause. Having clause. Aggregative. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right. సో మనకి ఇక్కడ మొత్తం ఉంటాయి. Yesterday we talked about DDL, DML. So how to rename DML commands, insert, update command, where clause, delete command, truncate command. So difference between delete and truncate. Yeah, we'll talk about this one. Okay. Anyway, select command. So this one also interview question. What is the difference between delete and truncate? So anyone, what is the difference between truncate and delete so far? So difference between truncate, yeah, on it. So let's say begin transaction. Select, okay, select star from, how many rows are there? 10. In this table, how many rows are there? 109 rows are there. So simply I want to count. You can write count function, it will return how many rows are there also. Simple, count star, that means it will count all the rows. So how many rows? It will give 10 rows, 109. Okay. Now what is the difference between truncate and delete? So first of all, select star from this table. Okay, so it will having 109 records. Okay, now I want to truncate all the data. So truncate means it will delete entire the data at a time. So how to delete entire the data at a time? So we can do options. I want to delete all the rows. 109 I want to remove. Or we want to remove particular row. If we go for I want to remove 104. So for that there is a command called as delete. Delete command. Delete from this table, employee info table. So we want to filter out one record. What is the condition? What is the condition? You want to filter out only particular employee. What is the condition we have to write here? Yes, where, very good. Where employee ID is equal to 104. So I'm executing begin transaction. So I'm going to remove. Okay, one record is removed. So similarly, I did not apply this where clause condition. So what is happening now? How many rows is there? Total 109. It will remove one record. 108 is there. Okay. So let's execute. How many rows are there? 108 rows. Okay. Now I did not apply any whereas condition. What it will do is, if we execute this one, it will remove all the columns. Oh, sorry, all the rows. All the rows it will remove. So 108 rows affected. Let's see, this table is now empty. Okay. So I want to do undo transaction, rollback, trans, execute it. So now execute. I want to undo the changes. For that rollback transaction, we can use. So now, so what we can talk about truncate. So truncate syntax is truncate also it will remove all the rows at a time. Truncate table. What is the table name? Global edutech. This is the table name. Okay. So if you execute begin transaction, so I want to remove. So now I want to remove which ID 100 I want to remove. I want to filter out here. So please help me. Where department employee ID equal to 101. Sorry, 100. Right? I am going to execute this one. So it will not support. It will fail. Incorrect syntax near the keyboard. The reason is truncate. When you do the truncate, it will does not support any filter condition. Truncate, it will remove all the rows at a time. So does not support filter condition. It will remove all the rows at a time. If you do the truncate, it deleted. So let's see now execute it. Select star from information. See no data. So now what is the difference between truncate and delete? One example. Delete supports whereas condition and delete also it will delete all the data. Truncate, if you remove, if you truncate it will remove entire the data at a time. So far this is one difference we found. And delete is a which command, which data type, which command. As you know, right, earlier we have discussed about DDL, DML, transaction control language, data control language. So we discussed 4 languages earlier. So delete is a DML language. Truncate is a DDL language. Okay. So to delete one or more or all rows. So if you go for delete, so truncate, but it will do the operation all rows. Support whereas condition. So delete support whereas condition. So truncate no whereas condition. Huh? Whereas condition. Whereas condition. So logged operational. So whenever you do the delete operation, it will log that information. So who is deleted for that record? It will store in the log file. So here is minimal logged operation. All the deleted rows are stored in the transaction log file. So while creating the database, it will store log file and primary file. Even if you delete the record log file, it will be stored. All the deleted rows, each and every row. But if you delete it here, only information recorded. How many records are deleted? 109. But here, all the deleted rows, each row, it will be stored here. So less performance. If you go for deleted, less performance. The reason is we want to store in the log files, right? Each and every row. So that's the reason. When you compare with truncate, we can roll back. One minute. Huh? So when you create a database, it will have two files. So for example, I'm going to see here. I am going to create one database. called as syntax is create database uh, hello db. Okay. Okay. So this is the database. I'm giving hello db database. When you create this database, it will store internally two files. It will create two files. One is primary file, another is log file. Let's see how to see. sp underscore help db. So what is the database name? Hello db. If you execute this one, it will showcase the two files. So hello db, this is primary file. The primary file means whatever the data here in that table, data first row, second row, third row. Actual data it will be stored in the primary file, in the log file. Just now we have this is log file. So this file is it will be stored here in this location. Okay, this log file. Okay, this whatever the deleted records it will store in that log file, each and every record. For audit purpose. సో ఇప్పుడు రియల్ కంపెనీలో నువ్వు రియల్ కంపెనీలో ఇట్లా ఎంప్లాయీస్ రిమూవ్ చేస్తావు వర్కింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ని ఇన్ కేస్ డిలీటెడ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై హూ ఇస్ డిలీటెడ్ దిస్ పర్సన్ ఐడి వస్తుంది ఏ రికార్డ్స్ ని డిలీట్ చేశారు ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మొత్తం ఉంటుంది ఆ లాగ్ ఫైల్ టు ట్రాక్ బ్యాక్ హూ ఇస్ డిలీటెడ్ అండ్ హౌ మెనీ రికార్డ్స్ ఇస్ డిలీటెడ్. Okay. So clear, right? Now, that is three different functions. sp underscore help db. So it cannot reset identity column. So what is mean by identity, right? We'll talk about identity. So let's see, I'm going to create a table, create table, delete example, exp example. Okay. So I'm going to create id int identity. This is I want to see the database info. This is predefined function sp underscore help db. It's a procedure predefined function. So sp underscore help db and give the database name. So if you want to give demo 8, so it will give that database details. So it will give sp help db that database. So sp underscore help db, it will return, it's a predefined procedure. It will return it all the values. So it's a predefined. So this all the keywords coming from installation itself. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to create table, delete. So identity. So identity means for the ID column, we don't want to pass the values. I want to starting with value 1. I want to increment for the next value is 1. So this means we have to pass two values. The first value, you want to starting with first value 100 and you want to increment one value. Okay. So comma, the next column as name varchar 20. Okay. Let's see, the table is created. So table is created. So I want to insert some values. Insert into, for this table, I am going to insert some values. So delete, what is the value we have to pass? Varchar name insert into values. Syntax is wrong. Insert into insert into table name values, right? So here one row affected. So what is the table while creating the table, whatever the values inserted, right? So it will take the first value 100, the first value take 100, the first value it will take 100 and it will create a Ram. We did not pass this value. What is the next value? 100 plus 1. So it will take what is the max value? 100 plus 1. So I am going to insert one more record, Kiran. So now 100 plus 1, 101, it will Kiran. So let's see, select star from, now 101, Kiran, it will be inserted. Okay. So what is happening? If you delete it, delete 101, delete 101, delete from this table. For 101, we have to give apply filter condition where ID equal to 101. Okay, 101 deleted. Now see 100. Now it will verify delete XP Kiran. Now undo. So I'm going to insert one value. So now it will insert what is the last max value? 101 is there. Now 101 plus 1, 102. So now it will insert 102, comma undo. Delete అయినా ఆ వాల్యూ అట్లే ఉంటది. లాస్ట్ వాల్యూ ఏదన్నా అది స్టోర్ చేసుకొని అలా వస్తది. See here 101. Now if you delete enter the table, the max value never ఈ మ్యాక్స్ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి ఎప్పటికైనా మ్యాక్స్ వాల్యూ తీసుకొని దాన్ని బట్టి నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తారు. బట్ ట్రంకేట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే it will reset the identity. Okay, let's see truncate example. So now I am going to, as part of this example, I am going to remove all the records. Okay, all the records. Now all the records it's deleted. Two rows. Let's see, as of now no rows. I'm going to insert again undo. So now 103, right? Earlier 102. 102 is there. Now the max value. Now it will insert 103. Okay. See 103 undo. Let's go for another example, truncate. So truncate. Okay, table is created. I'm going to insert table name. So we can give any name. So insert into, instead of that, we are going to truncate values. So I'm going to insert 1. So how many records inserted? So far 1. Select star from this table. Okay. Yes. So now 100 Pandu is there. Okay. Now Kiran. Anyway, as for the example truncate, if you do the truncate now, how many records are there? 2 records are there. 101. So now I am going to truncate this table. Truncate table. What is the table name? Truncate table name. So what is here max value? 101 is there. If you do truncate after inserting any value, it will again the starting value. Starting value, what is the starting value? 100. 100 it will come. But delete ki ala raadu. So let's say truncate vastadi. It will reset the identity value. So the major difference between is, this is the difference between. So it cannot reset identity column value. So delete లో మనం delete చేసినా కూడా max value ఎంత ఉన్నా కూడా next value insert చేసేటప్పుడు max value ఎంత ఉందో దానికి +1 చేసుకుంటాం. బట్ truncate కింద చేసామనుకోండి, it will reset the identity. ఓకే 102 రికార్డ్ 2 రికార్డ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం మళ్ళీ ఇట్ విల్ స్టార్టింగ్ విత్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ స్టార్టింగ్ వాల్యూ 100 నుంచి వస్తుంది దట్స్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ క్లియర్ yes and it cannot data pages yeah that is leave it you can answer it this is very important question in the interviews so you have to explain it so what is the decision they will expecting through command only if you answer it you have to explain what is the like what is identity reset the identity now we are clear identity we go for write a small table and a example and insert some values and explain it first. So they will very happy if you do this kind of knowledge. Okay. What is the major difference between truncate and delete? Simple. I have 4 answers till now. So 4 or many answers. So truncate is a simple. First one is truncate is a DDL command. Delete is a DML command. So that is one difference. Truncate does not support any where-clause condition. Delete it will support where-clause condition. Okay. Truncate it will be reset the identity. Delete it cannot reset the identity. So like that we check the example check. Any questions for today class? Yeah, that's all for today class. No questions, I can wind up this